Alright, so in this video we're going to create a preview thumbnail functionality using a job called generate thumbnail. And in here we want to essentially go ahead and pass through a video and make sure that you in here are passing through the video, you're running Horizon, and that you're using npm run dev. So if you have all that sorted, you should be good to go. Alright, so ffmpeg, and we're gonna go to the protein media level ffmpeg support, where we say open, well, no, sorry, say from disk public. And let's just say open. Just this video original file path. And we want to get frame from second 0, or wherever you want to. You could say frame from second 1, 2, 3, that's up to you. We want to go ahead and export it. And then we just want to say to disk public. And outside of that, you want to say after saving, we want to create a closure where we have the exporter and then the media from Proton Media here, media. And in this closure, all we want to do is we just want to say this video update, and we want to say thumbnail path is equal to media get path. And then lastly, we just want to save the image. And let's make sure we have this like this here. So that should be all we need. I mean, obviously you could maybe create a different format or something like that. I'm not gonna go over this in this video. But let's go ahead and say encode or generate thumbnail, dispatch this video. Perfect. Then inside our video model where we have this form, let's go ahead and create a new wire element here. Let's say div. And in here we just want to have two different options. So we want to have one where we are saying if video thumbnail path, else if, or well, actually we're just going to end it here. Then in here, we just want to have a div with a skeleton with a width full and h52 for the height. And then we want to just have in here otherwise if we have this just an else condition. So if it is set, we just want to show an X file, wire model, and let's go ahead to the upload video form. Make sure we copy the correct bit here. Form.thumbnail path. And let's just close this. And in here you just want to have image, and what we want to say in here is we want to get it from the video thumbnail path, and let's say a class of width full, rounded large, and outside of that I think the only other thing we want to implement is the crop after change. And to do that, let's go back in and take a look at MaryUI. So in here we have the upload file, and you can see that we can basically do this functionality, for example, where we can accept image, JPG, and PNG. So let's go ahead and make sure we do that. Secondly, we can properly set in cropper functionality using our app.later.php file, where we'll pass this through just up here. And lastly, all we need to do then is literally just go ahead and say crop after change. And that would then allow us to crop the image. So again, let's restart Horizon, because that sometimes it will catch the current queue. So just to make sure there's no issues, let's go back into our code. Let's try to upload a video here. So this seems to be a relatively small video. So undefined variable video. Okay, yeah, so the reason why we're getting that is because we haven't passed through the video variable. So we want to just go ahead in here and say inside upload video, we want to have public video as video. And let's just go ahead and make sure we set this video here, because we forgot to add this one last time, so that would have potentially caused some issues. Sorry about that. But if we go ahead and restart this, let's see what's going on. And you'll notice this won't actually change anything. This won't change. And the reason for that is because even if the queue is successful with generating the thumbnail, we don't know when to listen for the changes. So that's why Livewire 3 has a really neat functionality where you can just say wire poll. So if we go ahead and restart the process, you'll now be able to see that if we go in and try to upload this video, it's going to take a minute here, but let's go ahead and upload it. And while this is uploading, let's just go ahead and see what's going to happen here. So you can see that we have generated the thumbnail now, but this is still not listening for changes. So let's go ahead and make sure we have this properly set here. I'm gonna just go back into our upload video functionality here. Just gonna see if this potentially would do the change. So let's go ahead, make sure there's no errors, keep the one open down here. And let's wait for it to upload. And still seems like we're having some issue somewhere. So let's go ahead and see where that may be. So where are we saving the image as a start? Are we saving it inside the public folder, which is great. So if we go back in here now, these thumbnails are being generated, so we know that. If we head into our database, are we setting the thumbnail is the other question. And we are not. And that could potentially be because if we go back into our video PHP, we need to pass in the thumbnail path. So I'm going to go ahead and restart the process. So let's say to flush the all the jobs running, let's just say flush all, and then just rerun Horizon. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete all of this now, because there's quite a lot in here. And the same in here, I'm going to go delete all these videos, just so we have a clear path. Perfect. And yeah, so at the moment, if we just go ahead and make sure we delete this videos one here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one as well. Just delete all the folders, just to essentially see if we can get it to work. So if we now go ahead and upload the video, you'll see it's making this nice loading screen here, and there we go. So if I click here, and I'm gonna go ahead and select this one, and cannot handle file upload with Livewire. That's because we need to use with file uploads. So if we go ahead and restart this process, this requires a lot of restarting when you're doing this video upload process. It's quite a lot to walk through. So we're restarting the process. We will select a random image, and there you go. You can now crop it or just leave it as it is. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll